Good evening, everybody. We're here tonight, your Sunday evening, for Homestead racing the second race of the second round. One more chance for these guys to make it to the playoff. Nathan Biggert already locked in. The rest of the field, they're going to have to work at it here at a slick racetrack at Homestead, Miami. We're going to pull up the standings here. If it pops up, there we go. Nathan Biggert locked in. Have to fix that. There we go. Nathan Biggert secured. Fitz, Stryker, Burke. Phipps and Stryker, looks like they're pretty comfortable. Jeremiah Burke is kind of on the cut line. I mean, everybody's pretty close there. Monzaleski has the best chance to make it around. I think Roberts, Richard, and Coulter, they're going to have some work to do here tonight as qualifying is underway. And we ride around here, pull up the leaderboard so far. Phipps at the top of the charts right now, very fast in these cars here. He's got possibly the favorite to win here tonight. Oh, little free there for Jerry Culver here, running the My Three Sons number 80 car. Running his laps here. Pull up the lap time. His last lap, 34.01. Running, going to come across here for his second lap, see if Jerry can improve his time. Jerry not a little bit quicker there, but not enough to improve his position. Ed Perry here on the racetrack in the Jaws Stowing number 33 Chevrolet. See what Ed can get here coming around 3 and 4. He's going to slide up off the corner, come across the start-finish line. And that's his first lap. See if he can improve on that time there. 34.2 for Ed at the bottom. Oh, it's going to get very free there on exit. We're going to see a lot of that tonight. And that's going to end his hopes for a pole there. Super loose there off the corner, trying to get everything he can get. That's going to be your qualifying session so far, as Andrew Phipps is going to be on the pole here tonight as we wait for the final few seconds to tick off. Appreciate everybody joining. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the link, let everybody know you're racing. Get some race fans in, family members. Check out the website, ChopShopRacing.net. We're counting down here. Andrew Phipps is pretty much locked in. Jason Day super close to his time there, but not quite there. Just a little bit quicker for the 25 machine. He's going to start on your pole here. appreciate the patience from everybody as we're waiting for the field to grid here. Andrew Phipps is going to pull him off here in the GMAC 25 Chevrolet. Jason Day is going to be on his outside as we pull up the grid results here. Second row, Jeremiah Burke inside of Mark Richin to the top there. Hopefully Mark can get a good race in here. Some poor luck lately for Mark. He's got a string of bad races. He's got one or two pretty good here, but Mark's going to need a little bit of luck coming his way. Striker hoping to make the final four here. One of the 4 playoff drivers, Mazaleski, just off the bubble there. Robert Church there, we see him pulling off. He's going to have an EOL. Jerry Culver, Ed Perry, Nathan Bigger, Coulter Jr., also a bubble there. Get ready to go green flag racing here. We know that's better. Here we go. Tractor inside, or bottom lane, side by side. Coulter in the 0-1. Someone loose way up here. He was Burke in the 73. We saw him down on the apron. Mark still riding around the high side. Jason Day here looking to kids here. We see good from the bottom and the upper lane. Definitely quick here on the on and right when he will fall back. No Jarvis into the night. That way. The lights are on now on the track. Coming out of turn 4. Track map here. Nice oval configuration at Homestead. This track actually when it was opened, modeled after Indianapolis. It was only 1.5 miles, so it was very short rectangle. Did not work in the favor in terms of racing product there. It was very hard to pass. Corners were very flat there. It was basically a smaller Indianapolis. And then it got reconfigured about 1993 in this configuration, which completely changed up the racing for the better, in my opinion. It's a smaller Indianapolis. As we see Phipps here leading, Richin, Day, Burke in 4th place. Striker having a moment here way up the track. Bigger going underneath the 88. Having a situation, he seems to got a little loose on the exit. Biggered all over. He just got a good run, it looks like. Striker complaining about some issues in the driver channels. But he's doing pretty good. Leading Coulter and Robert. Truck here in 5th. That's Harry and Ryan Rich together here at the tail end. Phipps still leading the field as we take a look on our race info. Not race info, there we go. Start, no fast repairs across all series except for plate races and I think road courses also. Stage 1, lap 30. So the yellow will come out on lap 31. Stage 2, lap 45. I did verify with Striker this time, so those are right, unless he was wrong. But 100% fuel, risk fixed setup as always. There it is. Going to the night. 1.5 miles around the racetrack, 8 to 20 degrees of progressive, 18 degrees of banking at the bottom, 20 all the way to the top against the wall. So that banking's definitely going to help up there, but it is historically Homestead chews up those tires running up top. It's very fast, but it's not really sustainable. If anybody can work it though, running into the night. Straight away, so only 3 degrees, not much there. It's practically flat. Here, Jerry going to the top. Monteleschi, bigger Striker here running the bottom. Coulter just out of frame, running the top. Coulter's usually a top against the wall runner. There to see if Jerry can make some runs here on Striker. Patient. Bigger looking to take a peek here on Monteleschi. Top of Burke. Burke got around Jason Day a few laps ago. Trying to get by Mark Rich, and looks like that bottom lane starting to come into play with 13 laps. So Mark fighting pretty good here on the outside. Look at that run there. That outside high line, top of the groove. That banking will just shoot you out like a cannon there. You can carry so much speed. Looks like Burke really got a great corner. That little free might give Mark another chance to slide back. I think he wanted to get to this outside, but Burke shuts the door on the 24. 24 still running up top. Let's see if Burke has something for Andrew Phipps and can put a little pressure. It's Jason Day now on the inside of the 24. Big here side by side with Monteleschi still trying to work around him. Striker just fighting his side. Around the 53. Striker just watching the battle of two, waiting for his moment to strike. 24 still holding off the 52. Jeremiah Burke trying to catch Andrew Phipps there. I don't know if he stuff up. Pretty much single file side by side for third and fifth. Looks like Dave gets around the 24 machine. Just took a couple laps there. Got a good corner and got around. Bigger still trying to work on Monzaleski here. Mod doing a good job there on the top side. Seems like Richin is falling back a bit there in the high lane. 53 machine there. Looks like the 01 gets around there. Side by side. Robert's underneath it. Seems like it might play the same way there as running in the daytime. The high line just chewing up the tires too much there to be sustainable for this long. Only 17 laps in. It looks like the high line guys are starting to fall back. Burke here seems to be catching Andrew Finn. Look at our lap times. Phipps only quicker on lap 13. Burke is really gaining a lot of ground here. Jeremiah push up wide out of that corner. Just really accelerating hard. We see that time and time again. Let those guys gain ground and then really puts the pedal down. He's just saving so much tire. That guy has to catch and press hard. Starts to use up his tire there, and Andrew has enough equipment to start pulling away. See how long Burke can sustain this or even challenge for the lead. Kia here. Interesting. Lap 20. Day here. Trying to catch the top two. Phipps leading the way so far. Jeremiah Burke trying to chase him down, working out of turn number 4. The laps are counting down. Appreciate everybody watching on your Sunday evening. ChopShop TV. Check out ChopShopRacing.net. Lots of different series going on. Trucks are about to start up tomorrow. 2 days. My fault. Today's Sunday. Dirt tomorrow. Trucks are a new season for trucks, so get everybody in. There's still time to register. Get your friends in. It's a massive field every week. Everybody loves some truck racing. Colby Hartug's trying to defend his championship, the previous season winner, is Jeremiah Burke here. Still putting some pressure, but I got to give you guys a bit here. It's the mental fortitude to not make mistakes there. backstretch. Coming on, working around 3 and 4. We work our way down the field. There's Burke. Chasing Day. Trying to get a third place finish here in stage number 1. Nathan Biggert makes his way up to P4. Mark falls back there. Those highline tires really used up, I think, as Stryker makes his way around the 24, gets 5th. That'll help his championship run. Mark, not so much, as he's falling off the pace a little bit here. Running 6th, still good, still running pretty good though. Kid has a lot of time to make some adjustments for the second stage. Caleb Mazaleski catching both these guys, I think, here, running in 7th, doing a great job on that high line. I think one of the best drivers here tonight, running that top side, doing a great job, carrying some speed and still managing to save those tires as he's catching up to the 24 right now. Rick Roberts here, also a highline runner in 8th place. Barry Culver there in the number 80, running 9th place in position to get some stage points. Walker Church here rounds off your top 10 in the number 5 Grizzly Chevrolet. As we make our way outside top 10, Ed Perry, Coulter Jr., they're pretty falling off the pace. Hopefully he can make some adjustments there, learned a thing or two. And Ryan Red tail into the field here, just trying to get the stage in, get some experience down, what we call seat time. Doing a great job here, keeping the car clean. As Andrew Phipps is still leading Jeremiah Burke. He's starting to really pull away now from Burke. See Burke slower those last 4 times. Only quicker the last time around. You see that gap starting to widen up. Burke starting to go to the top. He's just trying to do something different now. Search around the racetrack, you see Phipps quicker. Again, the last 4 times around. Burke running up the highlights, searching around the racetrack, just trying to find something. You see the corner entry there. Phipps' corner entry is a lot later. Burke has a more shallow entry there. Actually, that's going to allow Phipps to carry more speed, tires. He's not burning in every way. That car is settling and rotating, goes down the racetrack. You see turn number 1, 2, turn number 3, 4 here. Both stays in the middle of the car, getting really tight down the middle of the track. Way off the pedal there. He's trying to keep it off the wall. He's got to go the stage. Nathan Biggert back here. Top lane. Get to Jason Day for P3. Points, stage points. Catching Day. Working very hard on that racetrack now. Shots there as Day runs up the top now. Number 0. Very loose. Don't think he's quite close enough as Andrew Phipps is coming around turn number 4. He's going to be your stage 1 winner, followed by Jeremiah Burke. Biggert just close enough, but not quite there. Taking third. Biggert 4. Stryker pulls back to 5th. Monteleschi does get around the 24, 5th and 6th. As here comes the rest of the field. Roberts 6th. Jerry 7th. Side by side there. Stryker and Ed 10th and 11th. As there goes Coulter, and here comes Ryan Wynn off of turn 4. Looks like he caught the wall there. The right side is definitely pancake for the number 40 machine. Gonna spend a little bit of time on pit road and get that fixed. Pit stops coming your way. I expect tires for everybody, fuel, service, repair damage for some. Seconds to get this sorted out and underway. As our Mustang pace car. Remember, guys, champions race Fords. That's why Ford's leading the field right now in the form of the pace car. But Andrew Fitz, a little bit of sliding, but no wrecks. Right now, it's been pretty clean racing. It's going to get pretty dicey, though, especially the last stage, the longest run of the night there. Those tires are getting... Oh, Caleb almost got in. Oh, so did Mark. A couple of those guys almost got into those water barrels. It's gonna... Wow, that'd have been something. No wrecks so far, but that last stage is going to be pretty dicey. Those tires are going to get really slick here as we get into the evening time, as everybody's coming down in their box day. A little askew. That's going to cost them a little bit of time. We'll see if he loses a spot or two. Might lose one. Askew pit stop there. The pit crew's going to have to stop and making some adjustments. As here comes Nathan Biggert off pit road. He does get dinged. Almost got burnt as Phipps wins the race. Drag race with Caleb and Stryker. Caleb gets him as the rest of the field comes off pit road. Throw up a quick caution here as Ryan Wint is now making his way down pit road. Robert stayed out. That's an interesting call. We'll see what plans are in store for the 98. So we'll throw a quick break and we'll be right back. Roars down in turns number 1 and 2. Bears going for trying to save a set of tires there. Everybody else coming down. Out back here off with 2 heads onto it. Have a little bit of work to do as we're working stage number 2 now. Next stage. Double check, lap 65. Culture still struggling there on the exit. Fifth leading the way. Nathan Biggert now in contention. Biggert very good at saving some tires. We'll see if he can keep up with how aggressive he is here as the sun is gone down. We're racing into the night. Speedway as Nathan Biggert is all over Andrew Phipps here, trying to put a lot of pressure on it. And I think this is what one of these drivers needs to do. And we see it in the form of the 01, making Phipps use that tire wear, use his car up, get a little bit of pressure there on the 25. The 01 really all over Andrew Phipps here. See if they get a little tight there on exit though. It's going to let Phipps get a good run down the backstretch. See how long Biggert can sustain this attack. It doesn't seem like he's trying to go for a pass, just get pressure on the 25. This is a good play here by the 01, in my opinion, as the top two guys are really checking out for Jeremiah Burke here. He's on an island by himself. We see the rest of the field back here. Mark Richin leading the way. Looks like he's running about middle up the track now. Jason Day on the move, putting pressure on the 53 machine. Working that wheel there, right behind Caleb Modzelewski. Little ball straight to see the sparks there. See how aggressive Jason Day will be. Not quite ready. Well, I thought he would be quite ready to make a move there. Modzelewski goes up the track a little bit, opens up the door for the 52 machine. Side by side down the backstretch. We'll see if Day can press that attack. As Stryker now in the mix here, running the high lane. See if that's going to work out for him, and see if that really eases the tire wear. We're racing into the night now. So close. I mean, that air pocket really keeping him off the wall. Really great corner there. 3 and 4 is Modzelewski. Drifts up the track, stuck to the wall. Falling back there, keeps it against the wall, doesn't get into the 88 machine. He's going to have some work to do there to come back up here. As Jason Day's now all over Mark Richin here, 24. Coming to the bottom of the racing surface. Biggert has gotten around Andrew Phipps, but Phipps still fighting on the outside. Not quite gotten around, but he got to his inside. Like he was just about clear here. Good battle for first here. Andrew Phipps runs way up the racetrack. This is going to open it up for the 01 machine. And he does clear him off the exit there. 01 to the top of the charts there. But the 25 not done fighting quite yet. We got a good ways to go for the second stage. Now we'll see what Phipps can do here, running in second. Get a little bobble there. Not too sure if Phipps just let him by, or if Nate just got a good corner there. So we take a look at the replay here. Looks like Biggert was working this. This is turns 1 and 2 here. Look at how tight he gets a great corner. Gonna dip out here down the backstretch, peeks his nose, gets a great run. I mean, look at that. He's a couple miles an hour faster, gets his nose in. Doesn't allow the 25 to dive into the corner in that middle of the racetrack. Not quite as good there. Car tends to slide up on older tires. See Andrew swing wide there, and this is where we caught up with them. Biggert just ahead of the 25. We're back here. Now he's starting to pull away from Phipps there. We might have a new contender. Nathan Biggert might go back-to-back wins here. As we've seen, he's the only one so far to challenge Phipps for the lead. Now Phipps might just be working some tire management here. Maybe the nighttime, a little bit different style of racing, different tire management. Maybe not quite as what he was expecting. Or he's just laying back a little bit, letting Nate use up some equipment. We'll find out here. We're approaching the end of the second stage, 12 laps to go. Chris Robert's just coming down pit road. He's going to go a lap down here. I'd imagine he's going to take some fuel and go. He might not have enough fuel to make it to the end. He did not pit this last stage. See, as the battle for first and second, Biggert still ahead of Phipps. Keep an eye on your track map there. Looks like Robert's just taking tires still on pit road. As Biggert's on the helm now. Burke running in third, watching that fight ensue as the leaders are catching the number 40 machine of Ryan Went. Striker here on the move, going around the 24 machine. Little bobble there on exit. Take a look at that pass. He set it up, Mark, all the way up against the wall. Not really working out for him still. Striker gets a good corner on the bottom, side by side, down the back tricks and makes it work here in 3 and 4. Manages to clear the 24 machine here on exit. Drifts up, little bobble there, drifts up on exit. Striker now to the top there, in front of the 24. Monzaleski still within striking distance here. See if he can catch up to the 24 and 88 after getting stuck on the wall. Jerry doing a great job running 8th. Church doing a great job also in 9th there, keeping up. Ed Perry rounds out the top 10 as Coulter is really having a tough night tonight. Way down on the back of the about a half of the track down here to the leaders. As the leaders have caught the number 40 machine. Oh, that's Chris Roberts. Apologize. They've already passed Ryan. Chris Roberts will go a lap down. Bigger leading. Andrew Phipps there trying to steal a win from the rest of the guys. It is winning you're in, so Phipps can't really make the win here. I'd imagine just a good finish will lock him in there with the amount of bonus points he has, but being solidified with the win will never hurt. He's still starting to chase down Nathan Biggert. I think he's closing up to him. He might be putting the pressure on there. We spoke of that a little while ago. The 25 might have just laid off of the 01, started falling back. Let Nate use some of this stuff up, see if Andrew Phipps starts to really put the pressure on. As we take a look at our lap times, Biggert quicker the last 3, 4 laps. Phipps only quicker on lap 52, 2 laps to go. First and second here. Burke and Jason Day, they're pretty spread out apart. Mark Richkin running the high line with Stryker and Monzaleski, who's catching the 24 machine. Keeping up with Stryker. Stryker not pulling away that quickly. You'll see if Mark Richkin can get that spot back from the 88 as Biggert is still leading Phipps with 5 laps to go in the stage. Oh, it's 65, excuse me. But I don't know why I thought it was 60. Phipps is very close here. Might have another battle for the lead here. Andrew Phipps tucked up again. The 01 closing ever so slightly. Ryan went here, trying to hang on to his car as Stryker's going around. Monzaleski has caught Mark Richin in the 24 machine. Dive in here, turn number 1. Looks like he's going to stay to the high side. As I think Jerry Collar, they're 3 wide here, really tucked up against each other. Ryan Wint was up top there, might have checked up Richin a little bit. Going to have a little bit of work to do here, catching the 24 as status quo is still the same up front. In fact, Nathan Biggert has pulled away from Phipps a little bit now. This battle's still raging on as the stage is coming to a close. Just a handful of laps to go. Phipps looks like he has something for, Biggert looks like he has something for Andrew Phipps here. Usually we see Phipps really start to walk away with it. And it's making for some exciting racing here as the 01 machine is leading the 25 GMAT machine. to carry the speed down against the line. And Phipps correcting a little bit on exit. Little bobble there. And Biggert had a great corner there. He pulls a little bit on Phipps. Andrew Phipps still well within striking distance. Nathan needs to have some perfect laps here. No mistakes or Phipps going to be all over him. Momentum so important here coming across the line. As the rest of this field is flying by, Stryker passing the lap car. Robert, looks like Mazaleski has gotten around the 24 machine. Mark Gretchen still fighting good, hard on the inside of the 53. Looks like not quite enough speed to hang on to it, though. That'll be sixth place for the 53. Mark Gretchen falls in line. Still the same deal up front as these laps are really closing in. Running about the same pace, still about a car length and a half or so between first and second. Third and fourth, looks like Day is catching Burke just a little bit, but he won't have enough time unless Burke really makes a mistake. Right up front, the sheer focus on Nathan Biggert right now. He needs to be perfect here for these next couple laps. Good battle here coming across the line. Zaleski trying to chase down Stryker. Most likely won't have enough time as this is the closest battle on the field so far. Nathan Biggert just doing a masterful job right now. We spoke about it earlier. Master at saving tires, and he's putting it to work here as the field is catching the number 3 machine of Coulter Jr. Coulter looks like he's going down into the access road, getting away from the leaders. He will go a lap down. Now Andrew Phipps has really got into the bumper of Nathan Biggert. The pressure's on here with 2 laps to go on the stage. See if Biggert can hang on to it. Coulter has entered pit road. Biggert a lot lower in the line in 1 and 2. He should have a good exit. Phipps is swinging wide. You see him correcting the car. Very loose on exit. He's pushing very hard trying to catch the 01. He's going to lose a little bit of ground here. Coming around 3 and 4. Coming to the white flag for stage number 2. About half a car length between first and second. Andrew Phipps giving it everything he's got. Losing a little bit of ground there to Nathan Biggert. 1 more shot at it, 4 more corners. Nathan Biggert now starting to pull on Andrew Phipps here, coming down the backstretch. He needs to string together 2 more corners perfectly. He's going to have a stage win here. Andrew Phipps slipping up a little bit. That last bye is giving a gap to Nathan Biggert. And here comes the 01 machine. Holds off 25 for stage 2 win. 25 in second. Jeremiah Burke comes across third. Day, Stryker, Mazaleski, Mark Treshkin will be 5th, 6th, and 7th. Here comes Roberts with the lap down. Was Church in 8th. Brian Lynn lap down. Jerry in 9th. And Ed Perry in 10th. Absolutely phenomenal driving by the 01 machine as well as Andrew Phipps there. Just not quite enough to get by the 01 machine. Not something we see very often, but it's going to put on a good show.
Pace car is still on access road, about to be at the blue cone out of turn number 2.
Pit stop's getting ready to happen here.
It is now middle of back.
Bigger's going to lead the field down into pit lane for some pit stops. Cars going to get ready to get some service. 4 tires in fuel, I'd imagine, for everybody. Maybe minus Robert's trying some strategy. I don't think went his way at all, as I believe Ryan Wint will be your lucky dog as the field comes down pit road. See if the lap cars are going to stay out or come in, as Ryan is your lucky dog. He's going to shoot around the field here. Nathan Biggert all the way to tail end here. We'll see if he keeps that number 1 spot. He's going to come off the box first, but Phipps with that number 1 pit stop. It's going to be close there. Looks like Biggert just edged him out on car length. Here comes Phipps. Burke in 3rd. Day Drag Race Tracker gets over. Mazaleski, Mark Richkin follows suit. Robert Church, Jerry Culver, and Ed Perry come out 9th and 10th there from pit stop. Good fight there off of pit road. Nathan Biggert with an excellent stop there, just ahead of Andrew Phipps there. As Roberts and Coulter Jr. Coulter Jr. off the racing surface. Looks like he's had enough of Homestead. See if Roberts comes down pit road. It looks like he is. He would be your candidate for a lucky dog if we get a caution. We'll throw up a quick commercial break ourselves. We'll be right back for the restart. Corners 1 and 2 here, getting ready to start the final stage. Front row, it's been 01-25 all night for the second stage. Really, 25's been up front all night. Biggert making his way from the back towards the front. Here is the real contender there for Andrew Phipps. We're going to see who really has some long run speed now as we're getting ready to start the final stage here. Green flag from 71, hopefully all the way to the end. Tire management will be the biggest factor here. We're going to see who's going to be the best at it. His car is off into pit road. Green flag. 01 gets a great jump. Everybody tries a little free back there. Hangs on to it. Coming down into turn number 1. To see how the 01's going to hang on to it here. As Ryan has murdered the car.
Green here with the car at the back.
He stopped there. It's not going to bring out a caution. It looks like he got loose and hit the outside wall. Go right with him. That's a weird shift. He just floored it into the corner. You don't want to do that on cold tires. Looks like he just didn't lift at all. Going in for number one. Gotta be very careful there. The track is very slick there, and that'll probably be it for him tonight as we don't run fast repairs. Nathan Biggert here leading the field. Andrew Fitz following suit. Jeremiah Burke in third. We'll see what kind of pace Biggert runs here. If he can manage his tire wear running at the top of the field now. It's very easy to control your tire wear. A lot easier, I would say, than running in front. It's a lot simpler to manage your car following somebody than versus that being at the top. You really don't have a reference how gauge how far back or how quickly you're catching someone if you're pushing too hard. This is where crew chiefs and spotters come into play. Hopefully, bigger spotters counting off those lap times for him. That might give him a little bit of help here. And we're going to see how aggressive Andrew Phipps is going to be here. Not, like I said, not quite familiar territory running in second. See how hard he's going to push. Definitely go, hopefully, green all the way. Bigger leading Andrew Phipps here, top of the leaderboard. Jeremiah Burke is already starting to fall off a little bit. This might just be some tire saving game. We'll see. These guys start to close in on first and second. Mason Day, a couple car lengths off of Jeremiah Burke. Mark Retchin here, pretty tucked up underneath. Dave Stryker here, leading Monzaleski, Church, Terry Culver, and Terry. As Roberge is a lap down here. He's hoping for a caution to get back in it. Story here so far. Nathan Biggert taking off some laps here, trying to get to the pit cycle. Single file here, pouring through, coming off turn number 2. Taking a look at Monzaleski there in 3 and 4. Nothing quite manifests there. He's going to take another try at it. Gets to the inside, running the middle of the track. You see his car a little bit loose there. That rear end over rotating just a hair. Sends him down the racetrack. Scrubs off some speed there. Falls back in line behind Monzaleski. I think the 53 is the best one so far of the night to run that high line. He's not falling off quite as bad as the others who running the top. Stryker also one of those running the wall there. Looks like he might be setting himself up for a long green flag run here. Laps are going to kick on by pretty quick. Nathan Biggert leading Andrew Phipps here, working lap 79. Church still trying to take a stab at Monzaleski. Top turn. In the middle, that gets down against the apron. Really gas it on exit. Very gentle with that throttle in. Mark Retchin up there running behind lane. Day here trying to catch up to Jeremiah ahead of him. Jeremiah. Pulling away. It's going to be a battle between Ford and Chevy, an age-old tale. Ford versus Chevy here, 01 versus 25 for working lap 81. Now ticks over to 82. Andrew Phipps just biding his time. Now giving the pressure to the 01. We'll see how Nathan Biggert handles that pressure. The car of the 25 machine of Andrew Phipps riding in his wake. Not quite going for it. Waiting for his moment. Nate burns off his tires quicker than the 25. Talked about it earlier. He has a much later into the corner. Nathan Biggert dives in sooner than the 25. He picks up a little bit there. The 25 bumped a little bit. Nathan Biggert here might be using this bump a little bit more than Andrew Phipps. We'll see how the story plays out here as Burke and Day are running second and third. Day seems to be catching Jeremiah. Turning some laps. Gotta stay focused there. One quick mistake, you're gonna go sliding in the corner. Stryker has caught Mark Richard running the high line. Stryker dips low there. We'll see if he can make it work again. Side by side there for the 88 and 24 machine. Stryker has a good run there on the exit. Clears the 24 there. He's going to start to chase down Jason Day. See if he's got enough to catch second and third. Biggert runs one hand. Oh, I think Richard just got loose. I thought he went down the racetrack. Biggert has expressed his love for racing one-handed, and he says it helps him save tire. He doesn't turn the wheel as much. I would wreck. I don't know about you guys, but I would wreck immediately. I have a bad habit of death gripping the wheel, and that hurts me in the long run. But Biggert expresses his love for racing one-handed. You see his right hand thing. His left hand's doing all the work. And that's incredible. And then you're in this car, super slick on the racetrack. Tires start to wear out, and that's incredible. It helps them save tire wear. Hey, whatever works, man. Whatever's comfortable for you, whatever helps you run, it's great stuff. As Andrew Phipps is really tucked up against Nathan Biggert. Kerry Culver here under fire by Chris Robert. Robert's a lap down, though. Not really for position, as Jerry's running his race. Running on the outside, actually. I thought he was left wide. You don't want to get into anything you don't have to. Jerry running the My Three Sons. That's his mother's business there. You look on the roof, it's I Love You. And then on the other side, it's Let's Go Karen. We all know who passed away a few weeks ago. Jerry's mother. Perry doing a great job here, keeping the car clean. As Perry here is running in 10th. There you go. See if that's better. That should be better. That might be too loud actually now. There you go. Let me know that's better. I gotta remember to check that. Windows always lowers the volume of this mic for some reason. First and second, still leading the way. Nathan Biggert leading Andrew Phipps. I'm very curious to see if Andrew Phipps is gonna have anything here to the end of the run. As we're getting ready for some pit stops here in a handful of laps. Nathan Biggert has a healthy lead, and he doesn't need to really burn it down. Just stay a good distance away from Phipps. Even stay in relative close distance. We lean in, keep ahead of the 25 machine on the last stage. It was a fairly short run, though. This next two runs are going to be pretty lengthy. But Biggert, I would say, expert at saving some tire right now. That one-handed trick it's magic for him. 10,000 is awesome. Jason Day here is all but caught Jeremiah Burke three off the exit 4. As Stryker's running on his own for top 5 so far. In fifth place, Mark Retchkin has really fallen off the pace here, running the high line. Right now. Catch those guys. Ed Perry is taking over 9th place. Gary Culver. Robert is lap down there just ahead of Perry. I think Perry's coming down pit road. He is coming down pit road. He's going to short pit as the window's open. First one to come down pit road. See if he brings anybody down with him. We're going to lap down. I don't expect any kind of yellows though. As Biggert and Phipps running first and second. Bigger to lower exit there. Phipps running he pushed a little bit, lost a little bit of time there. Nathan Biggert doing a masterful job here, hanging on to first, but we'll see how the story plays out, what kind of strategy that Andrew Phipps will employ. Big battle here. Day inching ever so slightly to Jeremiah. Stay there. Actually quicker those last 3 times. Day faster the last two times, or not the last two, but this last Looks like Day was quicker, just almost a tenth there that time, just kind of inches way to Jeremiah Burke. Got a couple little battles here. Monteleschi has caught Mark Retchin. Running down the back stretch into turn number 3. Seen this before here. Something different that your car might like, especially running into the night here. Gets a good drive off the exit there, but Monteleschi not going to get it. Phipps here. Got a good gap on the 25 machine. We'll see what he's going to do with it as we're really closing into the final leg of this race. Burke has caught Jeremiah. Side by side, coming across the front stretch. I think Day might get him here. Burke lays off there. Montaleski's now coming down pit road. Gary Culver with an early stop. Didn't really pull anything by. Gotcha. The car is too loud when riding with the car. Looks like Nathan Bigger's getting ready to come down. Not quite. Really bigly now. About a second over Phipps there. Figured the class of the night. I believe we're going to start to soon. Here comes Robert Church now down pit road. Ron Zaleski exiting pit road. See if that's better there. Robert Church taking some service. Biggert still leading Andrew Phipps there in second. Day has overtook Burke a couple laps ago. Burke still fighting hard here. Trying to stay with Jason Day. Just kind of stay with him for a few car lengths. Get him there on the pit cycle. These laps are really winding down now. Looks like Burke is coming down pit road. Downshift, getting ready to turn in. Mark Retchen also on pit road. Just got his left side tires changed, now pulling off. Monzaleski pit it last time by. Only the top four still need a pit. That's Nathan Bigger leading Andrew Phipps. A very healthy lead. Jason Day in third. Stryker here running in fourth. Trying to make some action. Andrew Phipps coming down pit road. Really squirrely entry. Trying to undercut Nathan Bigger. That might be a race-winning move here. We'll expect Nathan Bigger to come down as Jason Day is coming down pit road. Right with Day here on this pit cycle as everybody's coming down. Take a look at the right-hand corner of your screen. Something I wish iRacing would let us do. Let me turn the pit crew on. I want to see all the pit crews. You see his pit crew here is going to change his tires. Bigger has come down pit road. We'll see how it cycles out with Andrew Phipps. You see Andrew Phipps pulling out just in front of Jason Day. There goes Day coming off a pit exit. Nathan Bigger's going to make a stop. This has to be perfect. He needs to be within striking distance of Andrew Phipps. Don't slide your box there. This has to be the perfect stop of the night. This is the money stop. Ed Perry now exiting pit road. Here comes Andrew Phipps, rounding 3 and 4. Bigger is the only car on pit road. You see him there on the track map. We'll see when he's coming out. He's pulling out of his box now. It's going to be close there. Andrew Phipps going to have a head of steam coming around 1 and 2, but how close is Nathan Bigger going to be to the number 25 machine? Andrew Phipps rounding 1 and 2. Looks like Bigger's healthy lead is going to keep him in front, but here comes the 25. Very free off of exit. That's going to leave Bigger with the lead. A mental error by Phipps trying to get a little bit more on the exit of 2. Biggert stays in front there. Phenomenal pit stop by Owen. I preach it time and time again. Pit stops are where races are lost. Andrew Phipps trying to get a little bit extra there on exit. I think he just did the same thing. He might be a little bit closer. Now he's got a lap older tires than Nathan Biggert here, and that might make all the difference. I thought that was a racing move from Andrew Phipps, but Nathan Biggert's healthy lead there, that gap he got before the pit cycle, lets him keep it here on the pit cycle. As here comes Stryker now coming down for his final stop of the day. Good stop there, nice and clean, smooth. Ed Perry coming down pit road again. Looks like he's caught some wall there on the right side. I'm not sure if he's going to get some damage. It looks like the car's crab walking a little bit. I think a little bit of damage there for Ed. As Biggert's leading Andrew Phipps, we'll see what Andrew Phipps has in the tank. He's got a lot of ground to make up here. Nathan Biggert stringing a perfect run here at the late going with 26 laps to go in the race here. He might go back-to-back here at Homestead. Jeremiah Burke hangs on to third. Jason Day way off of work there. That pit cycle strategy paying dividends for Burke. Day did catch Burke, but he's going to need some help this time. He's pretty far off of Jeremiah. As Richie and Monteleschi are battling it out here for 5th place. Robert's coming down pit road. Looks like Perry's spending a good amount of time here. Seems to really suffered some catastrophic damage there. Robert's just going to make his final pit stop of the night. Nathan Biggert here. Awesome strategy. Fist very, very loose there. I said it earlier. He's not been in this position before. And here's the result. Andrew Phipps has to push. And he's pushing. The car's breaking loose. We've not seen this side of Andrew Phipps before. Uncharted territory, and it seems to be falling apart a little bit for the 25 machine as the 01 starting to set sail off into the night. Tracker underneath Jerry Culver, firm position. Jerry on the oldest tires here on the racetrack, pitting very early, trying to make the strategy work his favor, but I don't expect any cautions here unless something crazy happens. As Stracker's trying to make headroom here on the fresher tires for the lead lap cars there. Might get a couple of spots. Maybe Monteleschi, but that's a tall order here for the number 88 machine. He's going to need all the points he can get. Biggert pulling away from Andrew Phipps. Burke here running in 3rd place. Day doing everything he can to catch Jeremiah. It's all about points here for the final race of round 2. Right before the championship, we'll see who will make it to the final 4. Church here running up high. Striker taking a peek down low. He should get around the number 5 machine pretty quick with those fresher tires. Little tight there on exit. Here comes Striker down the back string. Church running that Trans Am. Striker dives in, turn number 3. Church running up against the wall. Should give way to the 88 here. He does. Striker falls. Oh, slam. A little bit of right side wall there for the number 5 machine, but still doing okay. Biggert here catching the lap car for Robert. Just perfection. Perfection tonight for the 01 machine. running in third here. He sees Andrew Phipps off into turn number 4. And he's fighting that car. You hear him work the throttle a little bit. Gets a little jumpy there, middle of the corner. 19 left to go for Nathan Biggert. Nathan Day stuck to the wall here. It's going to cost him a lot of time there. He won't have enough to catch Jeremiah after that, I don't think. He might be under fire against Mark Ritchie. Oh, time. Day trying to regroup here. That wall's like glue there. There's Mark, speaking of, with some good pit stop strategy. Having a hard time there running the high line. Now he's running the bottom there, trying something different. See if it helps him out here with 18 laps to go. Mazelewski might be under fire by Stryker with the pressure tires. I think Stryker might get Caleb here in the 53. Just might catch Mark Ritchie there in the 24 machine running 5th spot. Here comes Stryker down at the bottom. Gonna slide up there, get that speed on exit. Shoots out down the backstretch. Not quite close enough to make a move just yet. Well, he proved me wrong. He sends it off into the corner. Easily clears the 55 of Mazelewski there. Look at that tire difference there. Mazelewski falls back to 7th. Good stop strategy for Stryker. He's gonna try and catch Mark Ritchie in the 24 machine, but Biggert still the story of the night, leading Andrew Phipps by a healthy margin, 2 seconds. All Nathan Biggert needs to do now is manage the gap. Don't overdrive it. Don't slide your tires. Don't push. You don't need to. That's a good way. Even give up a little bit of time if you have to pull off the tires a little bit. You see guys do it time and time again. You're running up front. You're pushing hard every lap. There's Andrew Phipps getting everything he can trying to catch Nathan Biggert. Riding with the 25 GMAC machine here. Coming out of turn number 4, Nathan Biggert kicking off another lap. 15 to go for the 01 Air Force Ford. Jeremiah Burke doing a great job hanging off for a top 3. See if Jason Day has enough to catch him. You can see Burke off into the middle, 1 and 2. Mark Ritchie here coming off the corner. Stryker closing ever so to the 24 machine. Just might get him. Mark Ritchie on older tires than the 88. Again, gotta thank everybody for joining us on your Sunday evening here for ChopShop Racing. Check out the website, ChopShopRacing.net. I gotta change the banner up there, I just noticed it. It's ChopShopRacing.net, lots of information there, all the different series going on. Trucks starting soon this Tuesday for the first race of the new season. Plenty of time to join. Nathan Biggert leading the helm here, lapping Jerry Culver in the 80. Now almost has a 2.5 second gap over Andrew Phipps in the 25 machine. Coming off of turn number 4, following Chris Robert's there. 12 laps to go for the 01. Here comes Andrew Phipps here. That's your margin. Margin from 2nd to 3rd, Jeremiah Burke and Jason Day there, ever so slightly catching Burke. Mark Ritchie running the top of the tracks off of 3 and 4. Stryker trying to close into the 24 machine. Caleb Mazelewski running in 7th. Robert Church just behind him, closing into Caleb just slightly, trying to get another spot on him. And Chris Robert there, that's your lap around that quick there. Biggert ticks off another lap. Robert Church here seems to be closing into Caleb. He's got a little bit of ways to go there. As another lap goes down to Nathan Biggert here. Phipps seems to be really falling off the pace here, having a hard going here in the second stage. Really pushing hard there after the pit stop. Big fly on the exit, trying to close into the 01. And a good couple slides there. Looks like Stryker has all but caught Mark there. He's just within grasping distance. I think he might get him here with 10 to go. Doing everything he can, running the bottom lane. He was running the top for a majority of this race there, but for this long run, electing to run the bottom. Mark Retchin trying to hang on for 9 more laps in 5th place. And that gap closing in ever so, as well as this one here. Robert Church catching Caleb, also running the top. Church doing a good job running the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to close into the 53, running 7. Bigger ticks off another lap. 8 laps to go for the 01 machine. Nerves might be settling in here. Him now running two-handed on the wheel. Extra focus there for Nathan. Stryker has caught Mark Retchin here with 8 to go, 7 to go. Bigger's coming out turn 4. Stryker should get the 5th spot here. He won't have enough time to catch Jason Day, but a little bit more points for Stryker to get himself into the final round for a championship. Jason Day also closing in. Jeremiah Burke, a little bobble there on the bottom. He's trying everything he can, though. Stryker completes that lap. Robert Church closing into the 53 as well. But it's been Biggert all night. Mark Retchin trying to battle back for Stryker, but Stryker on much fresher tires. He's going to start to pull away from the 24 machine. Coming across the line there, Stryker leading. Mark Retchin here up high. Still working the top of the racetrack where he feels more comfortable. Just a little loose there for Stryker. Still trying to get everything he can get. 5 to go. Nathan Biggert working laps 1 and 2. Almost half a corner ahead of Andrew Phipps. Coming off turn number 2 down the back stretch. Chris Robert just ahead of him on the freshest tires of all the cars here. Nathan just riding around. No need to push here. He's got a massive lead here, almost 4 seconds ahead of 25. 4 laps to go for Nathan Biggert. Jerry Culver with the moment here ahead of Burt. That might let Jason Day close in. Jerry really fighting Burt on the outside. Burt trying to stay in 3rd place here. That cost him a good amount of time, but he still has a good gap. Jason Day, I don't think Day will catch him. Church here, pretty good gap away from Monzaleski. It looks like Monzaleski might be safe as well. Nathan Biggert sticking off. 3 laps to go for the 01 Air Force machine of Nathan Biggert. Just needs to ride off into the night, be very smooth here. He's got a lot of time to work with. 4 seconds now over Nate. 4 seconds over Andrew Phipps. No need to do anything dumb now. Lots of races have been lost in this position. Lots of guys that I've met with big massive leads starting to push hard for some odd reason. If they tend to make a mistake, break the car, do something dumb, and lose a race, it's very easy to get stuck in your head. Nathan Biggert working round 1 and 2. catching some lap cars. Looks like Church is just about caught Monteleski. He's inching closer. 2 laps to go. Monteleski really struggling on that high side now. Church is coming, trying to get another spot here from the 53, running in 8th, trying to take 7th away from the 53, but it's going to be white flag for Nathan Bigger. Barney waves the flag. Andrew Phipps now just crossing the line. 4 more corners for the 01 machine. As Robert Church is trying to catch Monteleski, he's not going to quite make it. Robert's in the wall. He's got to be careful. Wow, that was close. Nathan Bigger almost got into him. But it's going to be the 01 Air Force machine coming out of turn number 4. The class of the night for this run. That's a win back-to-back for Nathan Bigger. Andrew Phipps in 2nd. Here comes coming around. Burke stays ahead of Jason Day, 3rd and 4th. As Michael Strickland's going to come around here. There he is coming off turn number 4, leading Mark Retchkin 5th and 6th. 7th and 8th now working their way between 3 and 4. There they are. It's a hard fought there for Monteleski, just ahead of Robert Church. Good run there for Church, trying to really put the pressure on Monteleski, but it's going to be Nathan Bigger all night. He's going to burn it down here at Homestead. Nathan Bigger celebrating. We'll get those guys up here in the booth through a quick commercial break. We'll be right back for the interviews. Don't go away. So we come around to our interviews, talking to our third place finisher, Jeremiah Burke. You got me?
I got you.
What a fantastic race with Homestead here, sitting, I guess, daughter?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
There
My
you
youngest
go.
daughter. She wanted to get on the camera and say hi.
Say hi to everybody there. Awesome. Love it.
Yeah.
Love to get the family engaged. Tell me about the race tonight. It was a pretty hectic, a lot of pretty cool racetrack. How did it feel from you?
Oh, it was tough. I mean, you got to go fast to help these guys or beat these guys. And I felt like I had something for Phipps there when the sun was out. But once the sun went down, my car went tight, super tight, and I just couldn't get the speed out of it anymore. So I was just kind of holding on to third place there and really just making sure I outscored Caleb and Chris and all them to stay in this championship 4 hunt for next week.
Definitely some big picture thinking there, getting some points and trying to get yourself into the next round. Some night racing transition. We've done it a couple times, but not in this type of intermediate track there. The transition from afternoon to evening to night there seems to really change the cars a lot. You said it got tighter there as the run went on.
Oh, yeah, I got like significantly tighter, and I think that's kind of where my strong suit was on the early in the run when it was nice and loose when the sun was out and sliding around. I could just maintain the tires and actually move forward. And I thought, man, if I can just get some clean air, I could drive away from Phipps there. But then, of course, as the sun went down, because as the second stage started, sun started going down. I ran a couple fast laps, and then it just steadily started tightening up, and then by the end of the race, it was tough just to keep Jason behind me there at the end, and it was rough.
Talk about the pit stops there. Something I like to preach a lot is pit stop practice there, and a lot of us, I'm guilty of that, to not practice pit stops, but it's so very important. Races are won and lost on pit road. What's your strategy for green flag pit stops? How do you get the car in and off pit road smoothly?
Oh, I practice a lot. In other leagues I run, it's like the pit stops are where you make up all your time, really. And it's the same here. It's just there's another level of skill here. These guys are a lot more talented. So it's just a lot of practice. What I do is I'll downshift it earlier on and kind of get it set up quicker, and then I just try to in practice find my mark that I need to slow down by, and I'll be at the speed limit right when I have to get in there, and it works out. I make sure I don't take windshield tear-offs if I don't have to. There's just a few little tips and tricks you get to, and then getting back out is getting on the throttle as hard as you can without spinning the tire, and getting back out on track. I felt like I did pretty good, except for the two guys in front of me were still better. So I got more work to do, and just more practice, more reps.
Practice never hurts there. Really solid night here in the late goings there, doing everything you can to hold off Jason Day with it sounds like a tight race car. What kind of mental fortitude do you need for this late run? We're just turning laps, especially running by yourself. A lot of us tend to get dazed and lost in our heads. How do you stay focused on the racetrack?
I feel like you saw me getting dazed. I was doing that when I was just in the zone there with like 15, 20 laps to go, and just mind starts wandering, and next thing you know, someone's running you down. It's just you got to find a spot on the track to focus for every corner, and just keep looking at I got my gauges and stuff here, try to find anything to look at so I kind of stay focused. Otherwise, it's really hard when you're driving there by yourself to stay focused. And I found myself drifting to that tonight. It was just, luckily I was in a rhythm, able to hold on to it. It's just tough. I mean, you gotta stay focused, and then especially when nobody's talking. Normally in Discord somebody's saying something, but tonight looked like everybody was holding onto their cars. Nobody was saying a word. So there were a couple sections through that race where my mind was wandering. I'm sure somebody else or other people's were too. I noticed there when I got to Jerry, he was running the top the whole time, and he decided he's going to run that bottom that one lap. I thought we were going to cause a little mess there for a second. It just happens.
Just an excellent night overall, finishing ahead of Caleb and Chris Roberge and having a tough night. So it's pretty much safe bet, I'd say, making your way into the Final Four there as we head off for one more race of the Gen 4 season into Legacy, Texas. Track I've not been on in some time there, so I think a lot of us are in that boat, some practice warranted. How are you feeling about some old school Texas racing?
Well, luckily, the ARCA cars just ran there not too long ago, official iRacing series, and I managed to run some races, so we're okay. I know they don't have as much power, but I think we'll be all right. It's a track I've always loved until they got rid of it, so I'm hoping it all comes back like riding a bicycle, because it was one of my favorite tracks on the service back when we ran it all the time. So we'll see what it does next week, this week in practice, and hopefully I can have at least a stronger run tonight. Hopefully get a couple spots higher, because I think you're gonna have to win the race to get the championship next week.
It's going to be a tough battle there, tall order, but you, again, I'm pretty sure you're good to go for next week. So we'll see how those guys duke it out next week there at Texas. Give us some shout-outs.
All right, shout out to Elena here, hanging out with me for these races. Amara sitting over in the corner hiding. Of course, Albert, Larry, Jack, all my teammates, All-Star Racing, in the other leagues I run in. But I mean, I'll fly the banner everywhere, and one of these days they're gonna come race with us, I swear. But till then, I know they're watching, or at least they will watch it later on. You know, Striker and John putting on a great league, great place to race. All these guys, Andrew, Nathan, Jason, Caleb, Chris, everybody's so fun to race with out here. I mean, it's just it really fun when you know you got to come in here and work for it. You got to earn even a top 5 finish, top 10 finish, really hard here. So it's fun racing with all these guys, and look forward to do it next week for a championship.
Awesome. We'll watch the action. One more to go next Sunday. And appreciate the kind words for everybody there. Congrats on the top 3. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Have a good one.
Jeremiah Burke pulling off a top 3 here. Pretty much is locked in for the next round, I would say, barring anything crazy. As we're going to move on to Andrew Phipps here. Let's find Andrew. Apologize. I had to address some things. Here we go. Where's Andrew? There's Andrew Phipps. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Great racing here at Homestead. Little maybe an Achilles heel as we found you in a position not common there, but valiant effort there and excellent racing here between you and Nathan Biggert. How was the racing overall from your point of view?
I was driving it as hard as I could. I just wasn't fast enough. I couldn't pull away from anybody. And then when Nate got to me, he was able to get by me. And as it went on, he got faster. And I don't know. I don't like that track. I don't know what I'm missing, but I felt okay in practice, but I don't feel like comfortable. The car doesn't drive very comfortable. After talking to Nate there, I probably had too much rear brake in it, so I couldn't drive it down in the corner very deep, and then exit is just difficult. I feel like if you get the right rear tire hot, you just really pay for it, and it only takes a couple little mistakes to get it upset, and then you got to go back to taking care of it. And I don't know. I don't know where the line is. Like, how hard do you try and push, and how much do you just try and be like 99% don't cross the limit. So, I don't know. That's not a track that I have much experience at, and I don't really care to go back. That was not good.
I mean, for really detesting the track, it's still a good run there. You and Nathan pretty much pulling away from the entire rest of the field. Still some great action on the racetrack as we come around into some evening to night racing. Tell me about the transition. Burke told us the car got pretty tight. Is it the same for you? What was the change from your point of view?
Well, it always tightens up a little bit as you go, just because more rubber gets on the track, and then also with the track cooling off, it'll tighten up a little bit. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I wish it would have tightened up a little more on exit. The middle didn't really bother me. I mean, you could feel it. You just had to just back the corner up a little tiny bit. But I don't know. I don't know what's faster. If I should get it right down to the white line, because that's supposed to be the best for saving tires, is to run as close to the white line as possible. So that's basically what I did most all the race. But then I experimented with running up a little bit higher, kind of arcing it more down to the white line, and I felt like I could carry more momentum on exit. But I don't know if it was really faster or not. It's kind of a give and take thing. I don't know. I should have messed with my brakes a little more and tried a few other things. Maybe driving it in harder instead of backing the corner up would have helped put some heat in the right front instead of the car just being all over the right rear. I don't know.
Just
Hopefully,
trying to.
yeah. Hopefully we just leave this place and go to Texas. Be more fun.
Just trying to get ready to pack it up here. Searching around the racetrack there for some lines, but really pulling a fast one there on the last run, pitting a lap earlier than Nathan. Kind of an advantage running in second. You can dive in before the leader, trying to do an undercut. Almost got there though, but anything a little bit different maybe to catch him?
Nope, nothing I could do. I just needed him to make a mistake. I don't enter the pits or my stall super aggressive, so I know I'm not going to make time up. I would rather just be a little bit more cautious and know I'm not going to get a penalty. So I know I lost a little bit of time on pit road, but I don't mind doing that just to err on the side of caution. I was just hoping that he'd do something weird, like try and save his last set of tires in case there was a yellow and run further, and in which case I would just gap him so bad he'd never be able to catch me. But he was smart. As soon as I came in, he just popped in. I believe we just pretty much split the last stage in half, which mathematically would be the fastest way to split a stage. But it is a little scary in case a caution comes out. But it was really the only shot I had, you know. Staying out wouldn't do me any good. I didn't really care if I finished last. I just trying to win the thing, you know. So do whatever you think is the smartest thing to do to win the race, and whatever happens, happens. It came back and bit me. Whatever the last race I ran with you guys, I dominated that race and had it in the bag, and the yellow came out at the end, and I was on old tires. Nothing I could do. Sometimes that happens. It's just the way it goes. We only have 3 sets of tires and 2 stages, so there's no room for error. And sometimes there's guys that are going to maybe they don't have a shot at winning it on speed, so their only thing they could do is save a set of tires. In which case, the yellow comes out. Anybody that did it normal is just absolute dog meat, you know, and it's fine. It makes it more interesting. But I knew the chances. I just thought it would be the smartest thing and best shot at winning for me would be to just kind of split it in half and go as hard as I could. But he was so fast, he just absolutely drove away from me at the end.
A little bit of strategy at play there to try and grab a win here, but nothing to hang your head about, as you're pretty much good to go for the final races. We do head into Legacy, Texas next week for the Final Four. You're one of them, as well as Nathan and Burke. I think Stryker just squeaked in there, but how are you feeling for your chances at a championship?
Should be good. It's a typical 1.5 mile track. It's going to be tire saving and who can go fast. You can. I don't know. I think it'll suit me way better than this. This is the first time I just really didn't feel good in this car, so I know Texas and I'll be good there.
Andrew Fitz feeling very comfortable. Congratulations on a second place finish. Give us some shout out.
I just thank you very much for putting on these broadcasts. It's fun to go back and watch. Thanks to John and Stryker for all the hard work they do to run this league. And all the guys that come out and race these cars. This is probably the hardest car there is to drive on iRacing. So the guys that run these races, kudos to them. Not being scared and getting in, just makes you better trying to drive these cars that are so hard to drive.
Appreciate the kind words there, and so do the admins there. We'll see you next week. One more race to go.
All right, sounds great. I'll be there. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Andrew Phipps comes away with a second place finish. A little bit down about Homestead, not his thing at all, it sounds like, but he's going to have a shot to win as our first place winner, Nathan Biggert, goes back-to-back and proves why champions run forward. Right, Nate?
That's right, man. These Fords are just dominating this races these days.
How was the race there from your point of view? I mean, you came from about middle back of the field and just slowly worked your way up, just methodically. The sheer focus is unreal there from your point of view. How was it?
Yeah, I mean it was awesome. I knew from last week already being locked in, so I just wanted to start in the back, and I know I can just pace myself better and get used to the car when I start in the back like that, rather than trying to start up front and just push it right from the get go. And I don't know why it just seems to help me get into the rhythm, get focused, and just work my way up. And yeah, it definitely worked tonight. And man, what a race! Like I'm very excited. We know in these cars that there's some fast guys. Andrew's very quick. He really likes these cars, and it was going to be a struggle to beat him at any track. So to come away with this victory is awesome. Definitely looking forward to the big race next weekend and see if we can get a championship out of this. This is awesome.
You coming into the race locked in, nothing to lose there, but still, I mean, going for wins, not taking any risks really though. Kind of straightforward shot, tires every stage, splitting the last stage in half. Was that pretty much your game plan going in, or were you going to try anything different should you find yourself in the back?
Yeah, I mean, if I would have found myself in the back, yeah, I definitely probably would have tried maybe a little bit different strategy. Because, like you said, being locked in, you're going for wins. Like that's the only reason I was here to race this race tonight was to win the race. Other than that, it didn't really benefit me. I mean, other than just being out here with the guys having fun. But yeah, just definitely had the track changing throughout the night. It seemed that I got better as the rubber got laid down and the nighttime came, and I think a lot of guys, struggled with the transition more than I did. I don't know why that is, but it just seemed like my car came alive when the nighttime came. So just enjoying this ride, man. It's been a great season, and gonna be sad if they're talking about not running these Gen4s anymore. But it's a fun car to drive, and I enjoy racing them every week.
As we see the field kind of dwindled down late in the race, I'm sure they'll make a decision or what we do. But this car, a great teacher like the Xfinity car on car management, basically. This car's so fast and heavy. You're doing a phenomenal job with tire management. It's unreal. It's almost magical, like I said last week, just to watch these guys. You run some laps and be this fast. But speaking of the transition there, a couple guys told us that the car kind of got a little tight, especially for Burke. You really started pushing. You didn't have that much of a problem, though, from running into the evening to the night?
No, I think that's what I was saying is I heard from a few guys that they were definitely struggling more as the car got tighter and the nighttime came. I did note, like, the only thing that I really noticed is, like, watching my relative during the race, that it seemed like the entry of the corner was the big difference for what I was seeing. Like, my relative, they would gain a lot, like, driving it in, but then they'd have to slow down extra after that. So I think I was just entering the corner a lot better, whether it was brake bias or just the full-on entry angle or speed, whatever it was. But I think that was the only thing that was helping me. like get a better exit after that, So I honestly don't know. I'm still new to this, so I can't really break it down great. But that was the only really difference. And I did notice that, these guys in the first stage, when the sun was up, I wasn't catching them. That first stage, I'm pretty sure I finished like fourth. And yeah, I was keeping up with them guys up front, but I wasn't going to pass them and lose them like I did after the nighttime came. So I'm thankful that for the transition, it worked for me.
Well, a great effort here at the night. It seems to be really suit you some night racing here, Homestead. It looks like to your liking. You're saying you're pretty new. Just puts into perspective how just to taking you've come to start car racing there. I mean, you're running up top with the best. We ran some other leagues with some really high rating guys that you kept up with, and it's just so impressive there. So big kudos to you for coming up with a back-to-back win. Try to make it a 3 in a row. I think I agree with Phipps there. The winner of the next week's race is going to be the championship. So Texas up on the chopping block. One more race to go. What are your thoughts for next week?
I think I might actually do some practice this week. I tend not to do much of it because I'm so busy with other league, series and racing with Chop Shop every time they're running. So, but I'm gonna try to square away a little bit of time this week to get some extra practice because it's gonna be a Legacy Texas. So that's not a track that's run very often, and I don't even know if I've ever raced it. Honestly, I know I have it, but if I have raced it, I don't really remember it. So gonna definitely look to get some help on how to run the track. Go online, search for some tutorial videos maybe, and definitely put some practice in anyway. Because these guys are quick out here, and like you said, and like Andrew said, it's definitely. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to win that race next week to be the champion, and I'm looking to do that. So let's go.
Looks like you're ready. A lot of practice in store this coming week for you, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. Just goes to show you need to put some work into. But congratulations. Give some shout-outs for this back-to-back win at Homestead.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to give a shout out to the league, Chop Shop, for sure. I enjoy racing with these guys. This race in particular, it's fun. Almost everybody in the field was in the Discord, just hanging out. It was funny though, because we're always usually such a cheerful bunch and talking, but there wasn't much talking going on tonight because everyone was so focused on just trying to drive this car around this track. So it kind of made me chuckle after the race, thinking back, it's like, man, no one was really just hanging out tonight like usual. But just give a shout out to the other drivers to go, this whole race with only the stage cautions. That's awesome. This is a tough track, tough car, a lot of horsepower. So great driving by everybody. Shout out to the other Final Four drivers. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be probably Phipps and Striker. And Burke. Yeah, sorry. Give a shout out to the broadcast, you Joe, Chop Shop TV for doing it. I appreciate you, everything you do. I think you do a great job with this stuff, man. I really enjoy going back watching these races. And give a shout out to the sponsors of the leagues. A shout out to the Culver family in particular. Heart to still with y'all in your times. And I always give a shout out to the fans, especially my number one fan, Mom. I love you.
Love it. Can't forget about Mom there. Always rooting for you and you showing up here on some wins for her. But we'll catch you next week at Legacy, Texas. It's going to be exciting, and we'll be hoping for a great race there.
Hell yeah, I can't wait. See y'all then.
Nathan Biggert gets the back-to-back win here at Homestead, and he's going to try and look for a three-peat next week there. It's going to be tough, but we'll see if he can get it done. Or if anybody else can upset the race there. It's still a race there, so the Final Four might not win it just because they're in the race. Somebody might do something weird or just be fast here next week at Texas. And it is Legacy, Texas. It's a track that we don't run very often. I can't remember last time I've been on it. But that's going to be it for us as Mark Odell is on point with these points. Get it? He's on point with the points. As we're going to pull up the points here, your final four. Nathan Biggert with 2 wins in the playoffs, 5 wins of the season. Ties with Andrew Phipps, 5 wins of the season. 1 win in the playoffs for Phipps there. That resets them all to 2,000. Playoff points don't really matter for the final four. It's who finishes ahead of who. And this is your final four here. Biggert, Phipps, Burke, and Stryker just edged his way in with that top 5 pushing hard. So they're going to be your championship contenders next week as we look at our race results. There they are. Biggert takes the win here. Andrew Phipps in second. Jeremiah finishes third. Jason Day, Michael Strickland, Mark Retchin, Caleb Mazalewski, Robert Church, Jerry Culver, Chris Roberge, Ed Perry, Ryan Witt, unfortunately, murders the outside wall on that restart, and Coulter with just a rough night tonight. Calls it quits early. There finishes in 13th. That's going to be it for us. Catch us on ChopShopRacing.net for some more Chop Shop news. Different series is going on. Trucks is starting this Tuesday. Next week, broadcasted on Signature Esports. Before that, we got some dirt racing, also on Signature Esports, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Facebook there. Dirt racing on Monday. GT3 series is coming back soon on Wednesdays. We'll be back for Cup racing on Fridays here on ChopShop TV. And then the championship race for Gen 4 on Sundays. Don't miss it. We'll be there. We'll see the action.